Today I'm going to be showing you a few ways you can spice up your text for your lyric videos or your quote videos, reels, whatever you need to do with those, and even just like regular things that you might want to do and add text to and kind of jazz it up a little bit. So I have a few options here and we'll go through those one by one. If you need to skip around to see which one you want to kind of see which one works better for you, then just skip around to which one you're more interested in. I won't be offended. All right, so the first one we're going to work on is because somebody requested this is coming up to the center. I did the little side one just to try that one out, but I wanted to go this way and then go this way if you can see my arrow. So we'll do this one real fast. And as you can see, I was using a child's thing. So we'll do that and we'll come over here. And the first thing we're going to do, let's just put a color back here just for, we'll put a gradient back there just to make it fun. So we're going to get some text and I'm just going to cheat here and we're going to ungroup this and delete that. And oh, no, see, if you've seen any of my tutorials, I always hit that wrong button. And so, come on, baby. Work with me, sweetheart. There we go. One potato. So, we're going to use the animation button. So, if you're going to use the animation button, the one thing you really and truly want to do if you're using text is hit your enter button at the front and leave a space at the top. If you're taking it off the page and making it rise up, you want to take it. So when you put it down here, come on, baby, we're going to move. You want to make sure you have box within your page. If your box is sitting on the edge of the page and you can't grab it, the animation is not going to go. So you need something to grab a hold to that's inside of this box right here. So we're going to go over to animate. I want to make sure this is lined up in the center here. There we go. And then I'm going to go get to my bumblebee. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my shift key and I'm going to go to where I want it to stop. Now you can do this with the mobile version. I don't know if you can do it on the mobile version, but you can do it for a Instagram, Reel, Shorts, whatever. You can do the same animation within one of those. So once you get the first one, I always put it on smooth or steady because I'm not smooth and I'm not steady. So once you get that done and you got your speed the way you want to, if you want to make it go faster, the other thing is you're going to take this down to whatever speed you want to take those. If you want 1 second for each line or whatever. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to duplicate that page because that'll keep the animation on. When you go in here and you click, so you can go into position, you can go into your layers, you can click one potato, and then what you want to do is go in here and change it to 2 potatoes. Let's make that small so you can go and change this to 2 potatoes. I guess we can put the OS in there because it's potatoes. And then we want to make sure that your potatoes we'll stretch it out. So it's 2 potatoes, and then we'll make sure that it is lined in the center. Give me my little center. Come on, give me my center mark. And go back down like that. And then we can see it with our other one. 1 potato, 2 potatoes. And then you keep doing that. If you duplicate the page, it'll keep it in the same position every time. So you don't have to keep lining it up. You'll have that in there. So you can do each line like that. And you don't have to put any transitions in between if you're using a solid background. And then you can do like that. And then you just put in all your lines like so. And that would be 3 potatoes, 4 potatoes, 5 potatoes, 6 potatoes, 7 potatoes, or. So that's the way you could do that one. The other one that we had over here was one where I took the text and I stretched it out. So I used a transition for that one. So what we'll do here, and just for ease, we'll do welcome little one, and we'll say hello to you. And then what we'll do is we'll ungroup and we'll take the little baby Taylor off, delete that, and then we'll make that bigger. And then what I want to do is I'm going to duplicate that page, and then I'm going to say nice to meet you. Oh, hold on. And to meet you. So what I want to do with this one is what I want to do before I get my timing down on these two, I want to make my transition first. So we want to go in here and we want to animate these in fades. So I want to do a bunch of these because I'm going to do it back and forth instead of making multiple lines of it. So I'm going to duplicate this page and then I'm going to bring it here so I can alternate them. That way it'll look like I have like 4 lines of text that I'm using. So it should be, okay, put you here. Come on. It don't want to go. Go, baby, go. All right, here we go. There you go, won't you? Just a little fuss budget, ain't you? So what we want to do with that, put the animate on, I want to do fade. The first one we're going to do on here with the fade, I want it on enter. And then the rest of them, I want it on fade, but I want it on both. I don't want page. I want that. I'm going to put it on both. And this one can be on both. It doesn't matter because it's not going to really be the end one. But so, and then what you want to do is go in here and go up to match and move. Just for this, it's going to do it on these pages too. Apply between all the pages. And then you want to take your seconds down on what you want to do. So if you want it at like 1 second, you just put 1 in there and then apply between all pages. And then you're going to check and make sure that that 1 second's in between all your pages. You can also, if you want your transition a little different, the duration of your transition, you can always go in here and make an adjustment with your slider. So, and then they fade in and out of each other. So if you want to fade from one to another, that's the way you can do a fade between each one. And if you don't do the match and move, it'll be more of a harder. Let's take the match. Let's put none. Apply between all pages. And then you can see the difference. It's more of a flashy when it fades in and out. If you want it to kind of look like it's one's going out, one's coming in, then use the match and move in between it. So that is that technique. The other thing you can do is you can go in here and do a spread animation. So let's go in here and do the spread, which you will only need one. You can do it all on one page. So what you want to do is go, where is spread? There is spread. So we want them on enter. And then what we want to do is I'm going to go here. I am going to Control C this bad boy. And I'm going to come over here and Control V this bad boy. And I'm going to take the fade out and put the spread on that one. So where's our spread? There's our spread. So, and then we'll do Control V again. Oops. Control V again. And right. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then we want that as a spread also. So we're going to go and take that spread and on enter. So now we'll get rid of all of these real quick. Delete, delete, delete. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can do it each individual line, or you can group them together like so. What you do, you group, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and show timing. When you're doing, it's easier to do it when you're, let me get this straight. It's easier to group them together if you're doing text, because even though it looks like a hot mess up here, it'll come out the way you want to at the bottom part. And you'll see why in a minute when I show timing. See, you'll get this. If you do each one individual, it will only show one line at a time. And then you got to figure out where you stopped on the last one to get the start for the next one. If you have them grouped together, see, you see all three. If you don't group them together, it's going to show you hello. And then when you put the next one, it's going to just show nice. And then it's going to just show the blah. And then you got to figure out where you left the hello. And then when you need to start the blah, and it's a pain in the butt. If you group them together, then you can push that arrow button right there and you can see all of them. So you can set your timing up much, much better. And let's make this a little bit longer so we can get some good animation on it so it's not so short. So what you want to do is kind of line these up till they hit where you want to do them. You want them to come on and you want them to come off. So let's make that a little bit bigger so we can get the blah blah one on there and make that one a little bit shorter. And it'll show you the seconds too. So in that way you can line them up where you need to line them, and it's way easier this way than the other way. So you want that one, you see that one's ending and that one is starting. So then you can go in here and you check it, and there you go. You have that. That way you can do that. Now, if you're doing a lot of words, you might want to do a couple pages that way versus trying to do them all on one, especially if you're keeping them like in the center and you're not doing anything else with them. Because I think it could be a little bit monotonous trying to do that, but hey, that's up to you. So, and that's another technique you can use. So let's see what else we have. So we have like the glow popping up. So the only thing I did for the glow is, if you can see, I took a picture, and what I did was I set this this picture to the background, and then I did another picture and I cut it to make a mask over the top, and then I lined it, found where it was, and lined that picture up with my picture on top, which I had it lined up, and now it doesn't look very lined up, but there we go. And then what you do is you put your text in the center. So if you can see here, here's my text. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. So same thing with your animation. If I go over here and look at my animation, see, you can see I have this big gap so I can have plenty of room to move it because I wanted it down underneath it here, but I don't want to accidentally grab that. So you can peekaboo. So you can go up with this one and then do the animation and have it drown down, or you can go up and drown it and make it come up out of that, creating, oh, because I played with that so much, let's go back. Okay, so, and that would create this effect, it coming out. And then the opposite going back down is the same thing. And if we go in here and we look at our animation path, you can see my path right here, and I just dragged it down. Same thing as previous before. If you want to do a bunch of text, what we can do here, let's do the one coming up. So let's go in here and change our text. So let's go to position just for easy, hit the glow here and make this smaller so we can see our text here. Okay, come on, Canva, work with me, baby girl. Is Canva a girl or a boy? Look, you're not supposed to do that. Look at it being, see? Canva, I love you sometimes. If I push position, it is supposed to let me this should pop up where I can work on it. But see, it's clicking that one. There we go. So let's make this down to 100, enter. And then what we want to do is glow, double space and then just put words. We're just going to make random letters. Oops, I did too many. I don't know why that one's extra pinky, but I don't know why that one's extra pinky, but it is. But we all know Canva can be. So with now that we got that there, we can see what our animation is going to do here. We can oh, I gotta spread it out a little bit more. I gotta give it more room. I put all those words in there. So let's see. You can have it scrolling up like so. Oh, that's why I don't have it. So what I want to do is go into custom. I want to change my delete the path that I had on there, and then we want to start a new path. So shift. Please, if you're doing anything that's straight, shift is your best friend. I have unsteady hands and it comes out very, very ugly. So what we want to do is we want to go and you can take it and have it scroll all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. So you can have it coming out like that. You can reverse it and have it delete the path, or you can do it the opposite way, put it up here. Let's do the extra line here and then get it off. What in the world is this thing doing? Come on, my friend Canva, be my friend here. See, I'm going to show you all the muck-ups. I'm just that girl. So let's go into the custom again. We want to delete the path that it's on. We got to see a new bumblebee. And then what we're going to do is drag it down. Oh, see, I made that mistake. You see me pull it from here and you see no line? That is because I did it wrong. So I have to pull from within here. So let's make this bigger since I've been farting around and it made it small so I could see stuff. Okay, so I'm going to hit my shift button and I'm going to start to drag it down. And there goes my line. And then I'll drag it down. This is kind of long, so you might have to work on that a little bit, or either make your page like really, really small so you can drag all the way down. So let's do that real quick and see how we can do. Let's delete this path and see if we can get it all the way down. Because if you're doing lyrics, you're probably doing something, or a quote. I would say a quote would be smaller, but sometimes people make big quotes. Sometimes they're short little line and sometimes they're really, really big. So it just depends on how much space you need. So let's go like really, really small so we can get it all the way down the page. So now we're going to hold our shift key and go down. Until it disappears. And then smooth or steady always helps. Smooth or steady. And then let's see, we'll make it bigger. And then you can use that technique there. And then that's going in there. Or if you want to, I've made another one where you can use something like, you can use a picture or a photo if you want to, or even a video. Let me see. Let me get you a free new box. Hold on. Let me get you a free new box. So let's go to videos. Let's see all. So something like this. What I did with like this. I added my black gradient rectangle up here and made this like really, got this like really dark up here. So, and I like duplicated it a couple times to make sure that it's like really dark, and I kind of staggered it down a little bit, each one down a little bit. And then like if I had some text going up to it, I had, let's see, some text. We'll do that one. So like if you look, let's put that in the position that we want it here. We want it right there. I love this thing for moving stuff around. It makes life so much easier. So when you move up, it starts to disappear in the top screen. So you can actually do something like that with the video running behind it. So just animate it up. That's another thing you can do. Over here with this one right here, I just took the video, set it as the background, and what I did is the same thing as the photo. It's a little tricky to do this, but you just, this is another piece of the photo. Hide your text underneath of it. Make sure your stuff is lined up, and then you can just go ahead and stick that behind there. Like I said, you can see some a little bit. I'd still have to work on that a little bit, but some people are a little more advanced than me. So those are my tricks and tips on how you can jazz up your lyric videos or quote videos. And if you have any more ideas, let me know, because I like to make fun animations. So leave it down in the comments. And I hope I helped you and not hurt you. And I appreciate for you sticking around and maybe learning a little something, or hopefully you come down in the comments and teach me a little something. Hey, you never know. I need all the help I can get. So thank you for stopping by. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you liked any of this. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope to see you on the next one. Peace. Love, Michelle.